Good evening, everybody. I am coming to you this evening from Glacial Park in Ringwood, Illinois. It is at this location that I'm going to ride a ride I haven't ridden in at least 2 or 3 years. It's a combination of the Prairie Trail and the Hebron Trail. Right here at Glacial Park, we have a pavilion over here. There's some signage over this way I'll show you. They have a well over this way, a bench over this way. They got bike racks over here, a map over here, restrooms right over here. The parking lot is decent sized. I've been here before where there's been a lot of horse trailer parking. Always excited to see maps. Yeah, and there are in fact maps here. Awesome. As I mentioned, we are definitely in the evening here. I have I don't know, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes left of sun. The ride I'm going to do is about somewhere between 23 and 25 miles. But we're going to head north on the Prairie Trail. As soon as we hit the connector, we're going to go through and then hop on the Hebron Trail and take that all the way to Hebron and back.
Back in 2021, we used to do this ride once a week, all through spring, summer, and fall. We'd start right here at Harts Rd, hop on the Prairie Trail, connect to the Hebron Trail, and take that all the way to Hebron to do dinner at a place called Beaner's. They have awesome food and margaritas. So since that place moved to Crystal Lake, we haven't ridden the trail. I recently had 3 recommendations to get dinner in Hebron. Now I knew I could get to Hart's Saloon without issue, but I had no interest in riding on Route 47 to get to Crandall's. So one of the goals of this ride was to see what it looked like if I took Meade Avenue, crossed Route 47, jumped on Bigelow Avenue to Industrial Drive. I'm not sure how any of that will be to ride, so I should definitely check it out before I bring other people along on a dinner ride. This is also a trail update, which will give us a fresh look since my last video was from 2021. Another goal is to see what the condition of the Prairie Trail looks like in the north. One of my summer projects is going to include redoing the Prairie Trail video and stopping at a lot more locations. My Prairie Trail video is 3 years old, so it's definitely due for an update.
So we are definitely racing the sun here, so let's check it out. So as you saw, we had to ride out onto the street in order to access the trail here because we're on bikes. If you're not on bikes, you can go right up these stairs here. But that's one of the things I'd really like McHenry County to fix up here is just some way to make it easy on, easy off without having to go into the street because some of those cars are going over 60 miles an hour. So we're about 1 mile in. We come across this bridge here. As you can see, this river or creek or whatever this is, it winds around. So one of the things I wanted to do today, since it's so calm, is to put the drone up just to see what that looks like from above. All right, so we've made it to the intersection of where we turn off here through the North Branch Conservation Area over this way, and that connects us to the Hebron Trail. We're gonna go that way. It says the Hebron Trail is in 1.5 miles, so we got a mile and a half that way before we hit it. The sign here indicates that the state line is 0.3 miles this way. We're not gonna check that out on this ride. So if you're interested in seeing what the Wisconsin border looks like, check out the Prairie Trail video. All right, so we made it to the parking lot here on Keystone Road, right by where it connects to the Hebron Trail. The Hebron Trail runs over this way over here and goes by those trees over that way. At this parking lot here, they got garbage cans. Looks like they got a drinking fountain, some bike racks, some tables here and some benches. They also have a restroom over this way, and this is the parking lot here. If your goal is to only ride the Hebron Trail and you wanted to do it on the eastern side of things, this is definitely a good place to start. For me, the Hebron Trail is too small to do by itself, so that's why I like to start on Harts Rd, because Harts Rd has already given me 6.74 miles to make this a little more of an extended ride. The sign here says that the Hebron Trail is 6.3 miles long, and it runs on a former KD railroad line. Let's take a peek at the AllTrails map here. So we've made it all the way up this way through the North Branch Conservation Area. And now we're gonna get on the Hebron Trail. It's gonna take us to Hebron. We're gonna look around a little there, and then we're gonna make our way back. The sun is there, the horizon's there, so I don't know how much time that gives me, but I better boogie. All right, so we've made it to Lange Rd. The trail apparently ends still. I was kind of hoping that in the past 2-3 years since I've been down here that they would have made some movement on it, so we're gonna see when we go that way. But the trail end sign is still here, which implies that there's still no trail that connects this little tiny area before the trail restarts. So let's check it out. It has definitely been a while since I've ridden that section, but I seem to recall more mud and less like gravel, so it's better than my recollection of what it was. One of the things I do like about the Hebron Trail is they do have this overlook here, and this area, there's a myriad of different sounds coming from this area right in front of me. Some of which I can recognize, some of which I can't.
Harts is 2 doors down from Crandall's, and there is no sidewalk. Though there is a shoulder that you could ride on for the 475 feet until you reach the Hoops parking lot.
All right, so mission accomplished. I was able to verify that you can make it safely from the west end of the Hebron Trail to Crandall's. So that's good to know for future, because we will definitely be coming out here for a dinner ride at some point in the near future. I am quickly losing sun, so at this point, all there is for me to do is start making my way back in a very brisk fashion. Let's cruise. That temperature is definitely dropping. As soon as I came out of the woods, that first section is all woodsy. It feels like I gained 5 degrees, so thank God for that. All right, so as you saw, we made it through the rest of the Hebron Trail and through the North Branch. We're right back on the Prairie Trail. Again, this way is Wisconsin. We're gonna be heading back this way over here through Richmond. You know, not having been on it for a few years, it's disappointing that there's still all that mushy gravel in some of those spots. And some of those spots, it's hilly at the same time, and mushy gravel and hills don't exactly mix on a trail.
Well, that does it for my Hebron dinner ride. There are definitely some spots on the Prairie Trail that need to be fixed, but otherwise it's in pretty decent shape. The connection through North Branch still needs to be fixed. There's way too much loose gravel in some spots. And as far as the Hebron Trail, it's in pretty good shape other than that weird part still on Lange Rd. So the ride is definitely still decent, so now all we gotta do is figure out the best place to go for dinner. Let me know what you think of the trails in the comments below. If you are familiar with this area and you know of a spot I should check out next time, definitely let me know. If you've been to Harts Saloon, Crandall's, or Hoops, let me know what you think. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. If you are interested in supporting this channel and helping us get to more trails, please consider a super thanks. And that's all I got today from the Hebron Trail. I'll catch you on the next ride. Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.